Hi, do you sometimes feel like you hate your twin flame or you wish they would disappear off the face of the earth? Well, then you are not alone, and it is a very real and a very understandable part of this twin flame journey. So, there's going to be times throughout the journey where you bounce from being completely in love with them and completely enthralled with everything that they do to the opposite, where you feel like you hate them, you can't stand them, you just want to get off this journey and you never want to see them again. And this is perfectly normal. So the reasons that you hate your twin flame can vary, but there are usually quite a few common themes. And the first reason that you might hate your twin flame is because you don't like what they're showing you. So remember that this is your spiritual awakening, and you have been gifted a twin flame who, when you interact with them and when they come in, they're going to trigger something in you or show you something about yourself that needs healing or recognizing. So, for example, if your twin flame is ghosting you and you're sending him messages but you get no response, then that's going to trigger you, and it also may make you feel like you hate your twin flame temporarily. But what you really hate is what they're showing you. And the truth is that if your twin flame is ghosting you and not replying to you, then they are simply showing you somewhere that you're not loving yourself. So what do I mean by this? Well, I mean that if you are putting your love outside of yourself onto your twin and messaging them and seeking validation from them and a response, but you're not getting it, then it's showing you that you're looking for love outside of yourself and that you're looking for somebody else to validate you and give you the meaning and the love that you want. But by ignoring you or ghosting you, your twin is showing you that you need to give that love to yourself and stop seeking externally for what is already within you. And I know this is hard to do because so often we have had relationships in the past, or we've had spouses where we look to them to give us meaning, or we look to them to fulfill our needs and make us happy. But this twin flame dynamic is not that. The twin flame is not here to make you happy. The twin flame is a mirror of yourself to show you how you can find happiness within yourself. So they have been gifted to you to show you that happiness and validation and worth is not found from anything outside of you. It is found from within. And maybe previously in your life, you have looked to external factors to bring you that meaning. So you may have looked to money or careers or your family and friends to validate you and give you self-worth and meaning. But now you are having a spiritual awakening, and all of that is crumbling down. All of the things that you thought gave you meaning were just functioning through your ego. And now you are being shown how to get back to a place where you are in line with your true self, and that you don't need anything outside of you to give you that validation. So all of that love and God power and source energy is within you. And the twin flame is just trying to show you that through a reflection. So every time they behave in a way that you would consider unkind or rude or mean, they are simply fulfilling their role as the runner twin flame. They are running away from the overwhelming energy, and by doing so, they are triggering you to show you where you're not loving yourself. So it's actually a gift. They're actually trying to show you where you're not loving yourself, and they're trying to teach you by their actions how you can find that love within yourself, and not by looking for that love in another person, or in this case, the twin flame. So you are not hating your twin flame. You are just not liking what it is that they are showing you. And what they are showing you is something that is triggering you and causing you to have to look at yourself and perhaps do some inner work. So this is why we feel like we hate the twin flame. We don't actually hate them because they are us, but we don't like what they're showing us because it might feel uncomfortable, or it might trigger something within us that means that we have to do some healing or inner work to overcome it. So by looking to that person, the worst thing you can do is like to keep messaging them and keep chasing them, because they are just going to continue to show you that that love is not with them. It's not outside of you. They're going to keep ghosting you until you can recognize that it is not up to someone else to provide you with that feeling of love. It's up to you to give it to yourself. And this all takes time to understand, and it all takes time to implement. But once you can see it for what it is, you can start to see that the twin flame is not trying to hurt you intentionally or be spiteful. They are just acting out of the energy, and the energy of anything that they do is simply to show you where you aren't giving that love to yourself. So you may at times hate what they're showing you because it is uncomfortable, and you may not be ready to face some of that stuff that they're showing you. But I can assure you that if you're on this journey, that you are ready to face it. You just have to be able to sit with some of this uncomfortable pain and suffering to come out of the other side of it. So another reason that you may hate your twin flame or think you hate your twin flame is because you realize that you have no control. So you can't make the twin flame love you, and you can't make the twin flame be with you. And this can make you feel very frustrated and arise feelings inside of you of hate and dislike, because you just want to control the outcome so badly. But a part of the lesson on this journey is to understand that the ego made us believe that we had control, but we don't actually have control. The universe is in control. And the faster we can surrender to that, and the faster we can accept that that's just the way it is, then the faster we can progress on this journey. So the idea of having any control about the outcome of our twin flame journey is something we need to let go of, and just understand that we can only focus on ourselves. We can only really control ourselves. We have no power over whether another individual loves us or wants to be with us. So it's giving up some of our power and control to the universe. And the irony is that as much as we resist this, and giving up control can be one of the hardest things ever, the irony is that once you've done it, it's actually really liberating, and you don't feel so energetically tired all the time and worn out, because you're just letting the universe do its thing, and you're just going with the flow and letting life unfold before you in each and every moment. You're not trying to control every outcome, and you are not looking to the future all the time to try and make sure that your life is a certain way. You are happy just releasing that control and going with the flow moment by moment. So remember, when you feel like you hate your twin flame, you are probably just more hating what is being shown to you because it's uncomfortable. But the twin flame is in fact a mirror reflection of you. They are here to show you where and how you're not loving yourself. So when those feelings of hating them come up, just ask yourself, what is the twin showing me in this case? And how is this going to help with my ascension? Because at the end of the day, the twin is here to help you ascend. They are merely a tool to come in and show you or trigger something new in you and show you what you need to work on next so that you can continue your ascension. As soon as you keep your eyes on that fact and stop thinking about their 3D and stop thinking about how you can be with this person, then the quicker you can actually come into physical union with your twin flame. So just keep focusing on, okay, my twin came in, they showed me this. Now I can go away and work on what this is triggering inside of me and what has come up inside of me. Okay? So you're constantly bringing back to yourself whatever it is that the twin is showing you. Thank you and God bless.